Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, here's someone I really like the look of in Ruben Dias, a proper defender.
It's a mighty effort! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Argentina are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Alvarez. It's a really well-measured ball. Gonzalez. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Pedro Neto. Taliafico. Oh, this is a terrific run. Goes for a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time. Argentina really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Alvarez. And here's the pull. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nice intercept. And the shot! Just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Pass somewhat off target. Alvarez! And he hits the net. Remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Well, there was to be no other outcome.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter.
Real chance! It's run. He's had a shot! He's got away with one there. Now there's a fine ball. Gonzalez! Goal! Argentina! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Argentina get themselves into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Pedro Neto. Turns back here, probably the best option. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. That's very neat. De Paul takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Otamendi takes control of it and he's on the move. Mendes with the clearance. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And the shot! Good, strong hand by the keeper. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Argentina have their second corner now. Cleared without hesitation. Portugal are looking to go forward now. He's got away. And that's a dangerous ball. Shoots! It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, he's trying to skip past his man.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
He's found a way through. Pedro Neto. Here's Vitinha. Bernardo Silva. That has been slung wide. He is through here. And we hit half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Argentina are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
De Paul, McAllister. That's a good run down the left. Great skill, that's nice. He's looking unstoppable. McAllister, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. De Paul. Gets to show off his quick feet. Good running, strong and purposeful. Played back towards his own goal.
I would think that was the wisest choice.
And here's Gonzalez.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Bruno Fernandes threads one in. And it's ended up in no man's land. Oh, given away. Big chance, must be! Oh, he's burst through. Alvarez under intense pressure.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Smoothly does it. Just eases him off the ball. Vitinha, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Alvarez. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Alvarez. Over to the left. Alvarez. And he's managed to get rid. And it's McAllister. Can he get away here? Pedro Neto stands tall and stands strong. And here's Gonzalez. Paredes. He's tried one! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Nuno Mendes. Here's Rafael Leao. De Paul. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes, given the lift of his goal. McAllister, played out to the left flank. Now it's Gonzalez. And it's McAllister. And he's there to clear it. There's the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Oh, really good feet. Oh, cracking ball. Big chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Argentina really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Takes on his marker. And here's Alvarez. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Pedro Neto. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that was very necessary. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Taliafico. And he's let fly. And that will be it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Your reflections then, Jim?
Argentina can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Well, here we go. Brazil against Argentina. Surely the most seismic footballing conflict in the Southern Hemisphere. Strap in for the ultimate game of one-upmanship, where everything matters so much. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. They have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. Well, I wonder, Jim Beglin, what is going through the minds of these players as they face up, respectively, to their arch-enemies? It is a feeling that I'm sure you can identify with.
Well, the one thing that can be said is that there really is little in terms of what the players need for motivation. The game again...
He's going for goal! Soft target and by quite a way.
Douglas Luiz clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
It's a pretty loose pass. Luiz, terrific header! Goal, Brazil! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Brazil have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Takes on his marker. And here's Joelinton. Oh, really good feet. Has a shot! Great strike. A test for the keeper.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Luiz, he's gone for goal! He's got away with one there. Tagliafico, Gonzalez. Argentina ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Now he's got space here. Lisandro Martinez can get it clear.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Paredes. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's João Pedro. Gets to show off his quick feet. Looking for options for movement. There's a counter-attack chance here for Argentina. And here's Neymar. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Shot, surely! Brazil are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Schwab. He's having a go! Real chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Paredes. Argentina applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. And the shot! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
No, that was never going to make it. De Paul. And here's Neymar. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Out to the left it goes. Neymar. Plays it across. He rises! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Brazil are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Alvarez. For De Paul. Now it's João Pedro.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Muscular approach does pay off here. It's Gonzalez. Alvarez receives it in a good position here. Joelinton. Joelinton running with the ball. Smoothly does it. And there is the half-time whistle. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Brazil certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Brazil are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we are already promptly back underway. Carlos Augusto. Now it's João Pedro. Pass somewhat off target. McAllister. He's in a great position here. That has been slung wide. Tries to play it through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Shot a goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Otamendi. McAllister. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Xpwithroy. Now it's Douglas Luiz. Argentina needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That is good alertness. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Well, they could break here. Now it's Messi. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Now it's Gonzalez.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Danilo gets a foot in here. There they go, hunting in packs. Now that's well seen too. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Now it's DePaul. Played out to the right. And he welcomes it in. He's got tall. That's a half-decent try. Great defending, strong and determined.
Alvarez.
And he shoots! Oh, just wide.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Pinches it off him. And that has put paid to that. And here's Joelinton. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Gonzalez. And that is as far as they're going to go. Searching pass he's played there. Danilo. Just about up to 75 minutes. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Douglas Luiz. He's away! Shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. And Messi! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Substituição em andamento.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Xpwithroy. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And that little bit of skill has got him away. And it's Douglas Luiz. Ball's gone out of play. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Great ball, and he's in here. Shapes to shoot! Yes, it's there! And what a climax we have here! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Camisa 9.
Argentina give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Strokes it back.
Brazil really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Time added on. And that's that. Brazil proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Douglas Luiz, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Now this really is a premium fixture. Two storied footballing nations, two neighbours. This is a game of champions and legends and tribalism. It is raw, it is Argentina against Brazil. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. Well, it's got the juices flowing, and now this. Well, I wonder, Jim Beglin, what is going through the minds of these players as they face up, respectively, to their arch enemies? It is a feeling that I'm sure you can identify with.
Well, the one thing that can be said is that there really is little in terms of what the players need for motivation. The game against the team you do not want to lose to. This is a nightmare to predict for me. It should be tight on paper, but there are so many factors that come into play, Peter, that anything can happen here.